Hi guys, it's reaction time. We got Jack Starr and Rise Up. And so obviously Jack Starr is a great guitarist. Been going since the 80s in various guises in bands and stuff. So it says here below the video, Brave Words Records is excited to announce the new Jack Starr solo album, Out of the Darkness Part 2, to be released April 25th this year. It says here, Jack Starr talking about the new album. This is the album I always hoped I would make, one that would be filled with power and glory, but also melodic and passionate at the same time. This is a sequel to my 84 album, Out of the Darkness, and it truly is a worthy success that I believe will be embraced with the same affection that greeted the original. So yes, Out of the Darkness Part 2 is here, and I urge everyone to listen to it. Keep the metal burning. Yeah, like I said, great guitarist. Really excited to hear this. I mean, to tell you the truth, I mean, this got sent to me on a promo through an email last night. I clicked on the beginning of it. It just hooked me immediately in the first 10, 20 seconds. That's how I do reactions sometimes. I have a little listen just to see if it will, because what I don't want to do is sit down and do 50 reactions and not, waste my time recording them. So I sort of do a short list. This made it to the short list just through the opening alone. So that's how good this sort of invited me in immediately. So Jack Starr, Rise Up. Here we go, guys. Wow, man, I love it. Galloping metal, how can you go wrong? Vocalist, I mean, we're going to get onto the guitar work, which is, at the moment, we've got no solo in as such, but it's a great galloping metal song. Do you know what I mean? The riffs are just fantastic. It's really catchy as well. I've got to give a shout out to the mix on this. When you want to have like heavy riffs and, guitars cutting through, the mix has got to be right, and it's really bright and punchy in the mix. The drums are fantastic, the bass is right up there in the mix, but the guitars are so cool. It's a great sounding song. Definitely got some Manowar vibes in there. I know that I think the drummer, Manowar drummer, is in this on this album. It might explain some of the feels of this. But, you know, I haven't followed Jack Starr religiously through the years, so this might be like a, you know, a normal, or even howling back to the Out of the Darkness Part 1 album, you know, in '84. I think I've listened to it, but I haven't, you know, listened to it in a long time. So perhaps you Jack Starr fans can say, you know, it is in line with that. But it's definitely got some Manowar vibes for me, you know. Then the vocalist is amazing and maybe giving me some of those vibes as well. Just the way he's like putting everything into those vocals, you know, every inch of his being is just being put into those vocals and reaching some amazing heights there. It's a brilliant song, man. I absolutely love it, and it really is classic metal done right. I can't fault this in any way whatsoever, and I just can't wait to hear the solo as well. Like I said, Jack Starr's a great guitarist, so let's hopefully he just shreds the fuck out of this. Here we go for the rest, guys.
Up.
Wow. Wow, that was brilliant, man. The solo was, I was saying, like, you know, I hope he really shreds, which he did later on in the solo, but he played this melody at the beginning that really reminded me of something. You know, sometimes the band Accept sort of do take like a classical song and they sort of do their own little interpretation of it. I'm hoping that Jack Starr listens to this reaction. I will send it to the band and lets me know if he's done that on purpose, because it was like just bugging me. I was thinking, what is that? And it might just be that it's similar, but it really sounded like a really cool interpretation of an older song. I love the solo. It was just so inventive as well, the way it went, the way it carried on. Just melody plus technical ability, just all the way through that solo. The solo was amazing, and when it got to the end, I was trying to listen to the bass. There was some amazing bass playing at the end of that solo, and I was going to mention that at the end, which I'm doing now, obviously. But then he literally had like this bass soloing bit as well, as the guitar riff sort of crashed in, and then it came out, and then some amazing bass work there at the end. The musicianship across that was absolutely brilliant, and that's right on my radar now. I think, you know, let me know, guys. I mean, Jack Starr, you know, really big fans, Jack Starr fans. Does that really please you, in line with the original Out of the Darkness album? You know, because that song alone has just really, you know, got me interested in the next Jack Starr album for sure. Amazing stuff. Let me know, guys, though, what you think of it in the comments below, and I'll see you soon.